I'm Sarah, and my name's Sarah Brennan. I'm the Chief Executive of Young Minds. We aim to promote good mental health and emotional well-being for all children and young people across the UK. There are lots of ways to get involved, but I guess the best route is through our very important kids programme, which is known as VIK, and which can be found anywhere on the Young Minds website, www.youngminds.org.uk, and click through to VIK. We have about 25 young people directly involved in the VIK panel, but then we have about 120 young people from across England involved in doing all sorts of different things, and they are called VIRs, which is very important representatives. And in fact we have a member of VIK here, and we have all sorts of things going on. So they, for instance, speak at conferences, run training events with four professionals working CAMs. They campaign Parliament, they lobby their local MP or other MPs. They sit on boards for the local health trusts, and they can actually influence what services look like and what services are offered and delivered for young people. So they do all sorts of things to have a big influence across the country, as well as do DVDs, be on YouTube, and all sorts of other things.
Right, so there's quite a lot for young people to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. We think young people are the best people to make changes and to influence professionals and politicians, because you know what it's like, and your perspective is completely different from everybody else's, and is often the voice that gets overlooked, that everyone gets caught up in what we should be doing for children and young people, and forget what children and young people are telling us. We have a helpline for parents or people who are worried about a child or young person, and we also have one online activity for parents as well, and we help over 7,000 parents a year doing that. We also have a whole training programme, and for professionals, so helping them sort out how to structure their services, how to actually commission services, and we also work with schools. So we, at the moment, are doing a lot of work in schools to try and help them develop a whole school approach to good mental health. What we've designed is a programme that's being funded by the Department for Education, and it's to work with some pilot schools to help them do two things. One is actually engage young people in and actually hearing and listening to what's going on for them, and working with them and their parents in helping them in the learning experience, and that's called that's around literacy. We focus actually on literacy, but we're also doing work where we help the whole school think about how do we make the culture here positive, how do we help all of our young people be emotionally well. So that's helping schools think about things like bullying, think about things like if they're worried about a young person, where can they go? So help them have connections with the CAM services. So helping schools look outwards and have built.
Do you offer specifically by someone like a school nurse, or would it be anyone?
No, I think our view is that actually we want schools to think about that everyone working in a school should be thinking about how emotionally well is this young person? Are they okay? Their behaviour's changed a bit. Is something happening at home? So everyone's a bit curious and a bit inquiring and concerned about if you just leave it up to a nurse, then everyone else will think, oh, I don't have to worry about it. I'll just send them down to the nurse. So it's trying to get everyone thinking, no, this is my responsibility. I might only be able to do this much, but what I do might make a difference. I think there's loads to do. Specifically, I think because there's lots of people doing things to try and make things better for young people, sometimes it's hard to see what impact you've had, because often we're working in partnership with other organisations and with young people. But I think one of the things that I think would be fantastic is if young people felt that they were involved really actively in saying what they felt about their treatment, and were in kind of worked in partnership, which I think you do here. I have a sense that here you have a really good experience, and could actually say, no, this isn't working for me, I need something else, or I want to see somebody different, and feel confident and able to do that, because I think that would change the whole services everywhere if that was the norm. It's really varied across the country. There are, and I think that's part of the problem, because for families, for young people, you don't know what that service is like, because actually you're in distress and you just need some help at that point. But they do really vary in what they like and how long you have to wait to get in there, and how they run. So what would be nice would be if all of them had a really active participation approach. So I think, again, here's a really good example. What we've been told repeatedly by young people is that often it's the individual, so if you get on with the individual, it's how professionals talk to you and to families, that makes a big difference. It's the choices that are available to you and you being able to understand what those choices are. And it's as much as possible that you are able to actually stay at home, so that inpatient stays become much reduced, become shorter, so because they really disrupt your life. And so as much service and as much support to enable you to stay at home and to stay in school is actually seems to be the best thing. And then when you do need, because it's true, you know, we do need to have inpatient stays, but that you're really helped connect back into your life again, because that's where you're going back to. Somebody here said it today. The family therapy was fantastic, because actually that's where I'm going back. That's what's got to work. You never know where the money's coming from. We have a bit of a roller coaster around our income. We do have a fundraiser now. We have fundraisers. Well, we have a really good fundraisers, but there's an awful lot of charities out there raising funds. We also have lots of individuals who do things for us, like run races, do marathons, throw themselves off high walls and sail down buildings, and do lots of sponsored events, which is fantastic. And we need more of that, please. Yes.
What does the money actually enable you to do?
Well, all of our VIK work, we were successful with an application to the Big Lottery. So all of that's funded. Our Parents Helpline Service helps us do that. So all the things I've been saying. And also running our website and all of our blogs and putting up new information. Because what I think we've been able to do, and actually what VIK have done, is be an irritant to politicians and to the government, and but actually with a very good case. So they haven't been able to kind of brush us off and go, no, that's not important. And I think, along with other people, they understand that early intervention is where it's, there's no point letting a young person fester until they're at crisis point and putting the service in, because by that time it's actually much more expensive. They're in a much worse state. Recovery takes much longer. What we've got to do is get in there right at the beginning when a teacher thinks, oh, they look a bit fed up, and that's where we've got to have services. And I think that's something we've been saying loud and clear. You've got to get young people right to have adults okay, and that's where we need to be starting. We've played our part. I wouldn't like to overstate, but I think we have definitely had an influence on those things. As have you.
Thank you very much. It's really
it's
great
to meet you.
Really nice to meet you as well. Thank you.